found there, hence why we seek to have someone go and report back what they find. However, it happens though, the stalwart companions you make in these travels may aid you in finding the answer to that which you seek.
This was going to glance over everybody in the group and say that I cannot speak for all these souls, but my own curiosity, I can say I will undertake this quest.
All
I
right.
basically, Raven say go. I hit my chest and say, I go.
And what
Tara
of
will
the what?
stoically nod her head. Tara will nod her head.
Okay.
Another quest for another life.
Rolf's team should be coming through here in the next day or so if the weather holds. I thank you for your willingness to aid the Volve in this endeavor.
As you wish.
And they will turn and head back from the ceremony to their dwelling. As you guys finish watching the ceremony, you see two winged creatures descending from the sky, and the soul of this great warrior is called up to fight until Ragnarok comes. So you have about a day if there's anything you need to finish up preparing items you might want to grab, stuff like that, before Hrolf arrives to take you guys.
A tear rolls down there Thorn's face as she sees the winged creatures come. Because they came one time and they didn't take her.
Oh, but you're not
They
dead.
said it wasn't her time.
Yes.
So I'll look everybody over to see who I see, what they're doing. And I'm looking for small rabbits.
All right.
This
So-
soul's going to dance down the street like Willy Wonka,
Okay.
singing cheerfully. He wants to go to the store.
All right.
You said we're in town?
Yes, there's a small settlement here that you can look for various bits of equipment, things like that. there's any small items you need before heading off on your adventure.
I want to go to a weapon shop quickly.
Weapons shop? Okay. What you looking for?
I'm looking for like he's gonna start describe or Thistle's gonna start describing because they're not sure exactly, but they're gonna want like a sword, but a sword that's so thin that they could use it to actually play their viol. Like something if he's going on this adventure, he wants something that he can fight with while he's still playing his music. So maybe like a rapier. He's not as familiar with all that. That's what he's gonna go and describe.
Yeah, it takes them a little while, but they eventually bring out a rapier that is thin enough, and that. But they do warn you that if you try and play music with it, you're very likely to cut your strings.
That's why I'm just gonna get stronger strings, and everything will work out. What about he also wants a few darts, if
All
they
right.
have any of those, just simple ones. Another idea.
All right. So the rapier is 25 gold.
Okay, we're okay right now. I have 30 starting with. That's
Yep.
picking the things with the extra. So yay. He wants a rapier and some darts. He wants darts small enough that he could shoot those out of his other instrument, his shawm, like his early oboe.
Sounds more of a.
It's a woodwind.
Yeah, you're right. It's got like a flat.
Shawm is more like a clarinet.
There you go.
I do
That's
believe.
better.
It looks more like a.
So
Okay.
darts are 5 copper apiece.
I apologize. What's the copper silver?
So 10 silver to a gold, 10 and copper to a silver. So
Okay.
100 copper is a gold.
Okay. Oh Jesus, I don't need tons. And you said those were 5 copper pieces, 5 copper each.
Yeah. So basically, if you got like 10,
darts.
how many?
I think it's 20, right? Because 100 divided by 5, that'd be 20. So 20 darts for 1 gold, right?
Okay. Sounds good.
I want the rapier and 20 darts.
All right. So you got 4 gold left.
Yeah. And then maybe if I could schmooze up and see like if they had anything to heal. No, I've got healing stuff. I think I'm good with that. Actually, 4 gold left because healing potion is going to be expensive. Change that. Cool. I think I'm set.
All right.
Or whomever else.
Anybody else going shopping?
Oh no, I'm going through the gate and find me a place to hide in the brush.
Okay.
Is there any special quivers or?
You're probably not going to find anything like a special piece of equipment like magical or anything like that for 12 gold.
Oh, I didn't add my other stuff. Like.
All right,
It's just kind of one of those. If you would prefer to have this, or your kit didn't include like a shield or something else, and you want to kind of round out what your equipment is before you get started.
I'm good then.
I'm just adding the stuff that came with the Epic Destiny, like a herbalism kit I should have on my character sheet. So I'm not sure shopping for anything though.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like it kicked you out for some reason.
I must have hit the dang X.
All right. And Asker?
I'm good.
You're good.
Get
All
you
right.
stuff.
So the next morning,
Maria Reeves must
Hrolf
wake me up.
arrives, and after speaking with the Volve, he comes to meet you guys. Greetings, friends! I've been told that you will be accompanying me on my quest for the tower.
Yes, we are accompanying you to the tower.
Very good, very good. Well, let's get your gear stowed away on the ships, shall we?
Of course.
As you start loading your gear, you can see that Hrolf owes allegiance to Clan Halharn, but there are representatives from each of the other clans: Luton, Canadal, Orn, Risa, Tavar, and War. There, as well as there is a banner hanging from the front of the ship indicating that you guys are a joint expedition under the protection of the Volve. Meaning, and you guys would know that that basically means that it is not kosher for other raiders to attack your ships because you guys are working for the good of all the clans, not out raiding or trying to acquire personal wealth. So, did you guys want to chat with any of the crew at all as you're traveling?
No, but I'll listen.
Okay.
This'll will. He'll sing songs. He's not gonna try to make friends with anybody, but he'll kind of know who's about him, and if they know any like songs or stories, he's gonna want them to tell him. That's his
Yeah.
thing. He likes listening and learning new songs.
All right.
I whistle
So
along to the songs.
yeah, there's a few. You know, they've got, because these are long ships. They've definitely got some of their own unique rowing songs to keep them into time and everything like that as they travel. You do get the feeling that there is some differences among the clans as far as what's going on. A few of them do mention that they think Ragnarok is coming with the long winter, and a few tried to discuss how they should deal with it. You notice Iza of Clan Tavar, who is a half-orc, kind of disagrees with most of the talk about Ragnarok. Kind of behind his back will say things like the Halharn are becoming obsessed to the point of they're losing their grip on the real world. It won't be long till they're just another washed up has-been clan. Others will say, the Knattle representative, a human by the name of Scoppy, says that, Ragnarok is coming, but because we know it's coming, and we know that there's nothing that can be done to stop it, so we should simply prepare. Some of them, like the Lutons and the Halharns, think that grand quests will delay or hold off Ragnarok. I say we should prepare ourselves for what's coming and be ready for dealing with what is to come. And if anybody asks, like, well, how do you know? Most of them will tell you that some of the signs are the interminably long winter that we've been having. At this point, you only get about 8. You get 8 or less hours of sunlight a day, and most of the area is constantly covered in fog. As you continue traveling, you slowly get further and further south and east. Till one morning, you are awoken with a roar of thunder. At first, you think there's a green aurora suspended about up the mountains, and then darkness. Lightning carves the sky, illuminating the horizon again and again. As you shake yourself to wakefulness, you barely have time to make any sense of what's going on, as the longship is suddenly thrashed by the wind and wave. A cold rain, slanting sideways, begins to pummel you. You try to brace yourself using the oar bench, as you see the ship's banner, painted a deep purple representing the Volve, begin to flutter and slowly rip free of the mountings that it is currently on. So what do you guys want to do? You're going to grab Ghost and try and get under a tarp. Alrighty.
I want to try to grab the banner before
Okay.
it flies off.
All right. I need an acrobatics check to try and grab the banner. Okay. What's the rest of you guys doing?
I'm gonna grab onto one of the ropes.
Okay. Asker,
I'm
Cora.
going to grab onto by the ship and then make sure the ship's integrity is intact.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll grab onto a pole or rail
Okay.
or whatever.
All right. Everybody give me an acrobatics check, please. All right. So as one of the waves crashes sideways into the ship, most of you manage to grab hold of something, but Tora, the wave slams directly into you, and you are unable to hold on to your grip as you find yourself being thrown out to sea.
Well, at least he can swim.
I was going to say, you all know how to swim, but with this storm, it is quite problematic, as you could easily become separated from the crew or the ship and be lost.
No, I think she meant that she has a swim speed.
Yes, and I'm saying the storm is still bad enough that it could be just having a swim speed would not be enough to
Let me see.
keep you there. Hrolf does try to grab Tora, but does miss. So Tora, as you hit the water, you are spun around a few times. Give me a wisdom check to see if you can figure out which way you need to swim to get up.
Come on, Sea Druid. Let's see what you got.
All right.
That was a save. Is that the same thing?
It's not quite the same thing, but it's high enough. So the crack of lightning barely illuminates which direction you need to go, and you begin crawling your way up to towards the ship. You'll need to try and pull yourself back into the boat, or somebody can aid you in that.
I'm going to start.
But if you try and aid, you are at risk of getting knocked out yourself.
I'm going to start tying a rope into kind of like a lasso.
Okay, sounds good. So you start tying a lasso around, or epping a lasso. What's everybody else doing?
Did I secure the flag?
Yes, you got the flag. It's taken care of.
Okay. Then I'm going to pull out my lantern and try to shine it in the water, like try to keep it on Tora so that he can see.
All right.
He's
Now
All
I'm
right,
guessing you
and-
probably don't keep your lantern lit 24/7.
Oh, okay. I guess. Okay, that's fair. I guess I didn't know when it was. That makes sense. I have a tinderbox. I can light it.
So you can try to light it. It'll be a survival check at disadvantage in this weather.
Do I see him trying to light it?
Yeah, you guys are all in one little longboat.
All right. Well, I'll use my druid craft cantrip to assist him in lighting that tinderbox.
Okay. So you're sitting there like click, click, and suddenly the fire just flies across and lights your lantern up.
I will look
And then
up and nod.
T-
Thank you.
well, I don't know if you saw me or not. I wasn't trying to be observed. But then what I'm going to do is
Oh,
I'm going to tell Ghost to telepathically. I'm going to tell Ghost to stay there, and I'm going to run over to Thistledown, who's getting ready to do the thing. And then I sort of use hand and arm signals because I speak silent language. But I'm going to try to hand and arm signals tell him to boom, and then I grab my bow and so I'm going to shoot the arrow with the rope.
Okay. And then I'll nod. And in that case, I'm still wondering what happened.
Or not Thistledown, but I guess Bathos. I'm sorry. Bathos is the one making the lasso.
Yep.
All right. So you're over there trying to mime shooting the rope. Askar, you're checking the ship's integrity, kind of holding your hands against it, feeling for any weak spots. It seems the ship is relatively well constructed. No real issue there. So, Tora, I need you to give me a athletics check to either hold on to the side of the ship, or if you get high enough, you can pull yourself back in.
Oh, that's not going to be good.
All right, so another wave knocks you sideways, Tora. You lose your grip on the ship, and once again are tumbling through the waves. Need a wisdom check to figure out which way's up. All right, so you turn yourself around, start swimming back up there. By the time that you break the surface again, Bathos, you've got your lasso ready.
Yep.
So you're just going to lasso her?
I'm going to lasso her.
Okay. Make me a dexterity check.
Okay.
All right. That is good. You managed to drop the lasso right around Tora. Tora, what are you doing? As this lasso drops around you.
I'm gonna grab onto it as well. Make sure it's tied tightly.
Okay. So
And then hold
at
on
that
to
point, you may end up managing to get back in before the storm ends, but at the very least, you're not going to get lost. So by the time you return to, or the storm kind of begins to settle, you're able to get back in the boat, and you realize one of the one of the other two ships that was accompanying you was nowhere to be seen.
It must have got capsized.
Sea serpent.
Yep. Hrolf, looking rather bedraggled, smile close to you, but looks. You can see the grim resolve in his eyes. He holds out his drinking horn and begins to pour a measure of mead onto the waters. An offering to you, my brave friends. May fate intervene and keep you from the serpent's clutches. Scar! As the crew begins to join him in the cry. After that, he walks over to Thistledown and thanks you for retrieving the banner, and places it back on its mountings. And after a few hours, the sky begins to clear, but the wind and the waves continue to pound the ship. As you continue along, what kind of are you guys doing on board as the weather calms a little bit?
All right, well, I'm going to use I don't know whether survival or nature. Does the pounding, does it seem like a normal storm or is there something out of the ordinary?
Yeah, go right ahead. Survival check.
It's ordinary to me.
I'll try. Even though I don't know what it's for.
Yep, you guys believe this is nothing more than the capriciousness of the Serpent Sea. As many of your fellow raiders would say, some believe that it has a mind and a will of its own. There has been many instances of the currents changing out of nowhere, either allowing a overwhelmed target to escape when they should not have, or allowing raiders to arrive well before the defenders would have been prepared for them and be able to strike a blow at a target that would have otherwise been able to prepare themselves and weather the raiders' assault. As you guys are looking around at the weather in that, though, roll me a perception check, please.
Everyone? Oh.
Yep, any and all of you can roll that.
Oh.
I'm not doing very good rolling today.
So, Asker, Thorn, and Thistledown, you notice that Hrolf is standing up near the prow of the ship, and at first you think two of the raiders are just approaching to speak to him, but then you realize they have their weapons drawn.
Okay.
Well, since I was already doing target practice at the bow of the ship, I
Yep.
should already have my bow out ready to go.
Yep.
So I'm going to since he's coming to the back, I'm going to shoot an arrow into the floorboard between his legs to alert him that something's coming from behind him, so he turns around.
Okay. So you do that.
And then
Asker, what are you doing?
I'm good. Nora, what do you two think you're doing?
Okay. Thistledown, what are you doing?
Thistledown's gonna cast minor illusion in the captain's like voice or whatever to boom for them to halt.
Minor illusion does not produce sound.
Oh, you're right. I thought it said that it could.
That would be thaumaturgy. I think
It says in minor illusion you create a sound or an image of an object.
Oh. Okay.
It says if it's a sound, it can range from from a whisper to a scream. It can be your voice, someone else's, or
No,
any other sound
that's
you choose
fine.
to.
It's one of those.
Okay.
It may be they've meddled with stuff for the new version because it used to be minor illusion had no sound. So it's probably a change with 2024.
Yeah,
that you can
reading
produce a sound with it.
Yeah.
All right, so he sees this all going down. He turns to see what's going on. So go ahead and roll. Everybody roll initiative as you're all now aware of this, which you managed to thwart their surprise round. So, Asker, you're up first. Nope, Thorn beat you. Okay, Thorn, you're up first.
All right. Well, he seems to be an innocent man under an ambush, so I'm going to, are they on the combat tractor so I can target? I'm going to shoot one of them right in the...
They are on the combat tractor now.
So...
All right, that will hit.
Did I not target him?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, okay, never mind. I just unselected him. All right, and...
All right. Not quite bloodied, but definitely a solid hit.
Then, of course, I'm going to also, as an action, I'm going to shout out on the ground. And then I'll end my turn.
Okay.
Actually, I didn't think about that. I will, didn't do it beforehand because I'm not used to playing Rage, but I'll Hunter's Mark him.
Okay.
So that's what, drop it on the thing.
Yep.
So I do the one on the cell, just click it, and then I drop the other one on him, correct?
Yeah. So the self you just click, the other one you can... Since you've got him targeted, you should be able to just click that one as well. Yep. And there's one that should apply to you. There we go. All right. So you got him marked now. All right. Anything else?
No, that ends my turn.
Okay.
Unless someone steps in front of me. So I'll be moving left and right so I can see.
All right. You can go ahead and advance the turn then if you're done. All right. Aster.
Rage! And then go up to them and swing at them.
Okay. That will hit. All right.
Did it actually not register?
No, it's there. It's just taking a minute. There it goes.
Okay.
I've never seen it do that it just freezes on a number and won't finalize the damage. Okay, so one of them you cut down, and he falls overboard, sinking into the depths.
The dice itself was just in awe. That's all.
Yeah.
The first roll being mass damage.
All right, Vathos.
How close is Raider 1?
This is a long ship, so it's about 20-ish feet long, about 10 foot wide. So you can get to anywhere you need to.
All right. I'm gonna pull out my dagger
Okay.
and move towards him. And I'm gonna stab him with the dagger, or try to.
All right, that will hit.
Right. Two.
All right.
I should have targeted him. Okay. And drop that on him for inflict harm.
Okay. So he looks to be critically wounded. If you're done.
Yep.
Tora.
Okay. I'll do True Strike.
Okay.
And take a shot.
Hold on. I gotta double check something.
You have to wait around, I think. On this one, you don't have a bonus action.
Yeah, it is still a full action.
I think with the new True Strike, it's a.
Nope, it's still a full action.
Is it still full action?
Yep.
Thought with the new one, it's like the new True Strike is like a green flame blade or a.
Guided by fire, you make. Oh, you do make an attack. Okay.
Yeah.
Attack uses your spellcasting ability for the attack, and damage rolls instead of strength or dexterity. If the attack deals damage, it can be radiant, or your weapon's normal. Okay, I'm gonna have to get that coded up a little better then.
So I can take a shot.
Yes. That will hit. And he goes down. Hrolf will actually run over and attempt to stabilize the guy because he wants to interrogate him. And that will do. So he is stable. Thistle
All right,
down.
look around.
You doing anything?
Oh.
Thistle down? You're muted.
Sorry. Yeah, check around to see if there's anything else. If there's any more bad guys, anything suspicious, animals that shouldn't be there.
Roll me a perception check. You don't seem to see anything else out of place.
Okay. I'm still gonna stay on the defensive, but I'll kind of go over to Rolf and ask if he's all right.
Okay, so we'll drop out of initiative. Rolf is shaken and saddened by the fact that one of these guys is dead, but we'll insist that
I couldn't stabilize him.
well, one of them got cut in two basically and fell into the sea.
Oh, okay.
Matt.
The barbarian said, "Bye-bye."
Yeah, that was when I got up to go pee. So okay.
Place to the games with good prices.
All right. So that brings up a couple things. I was thinking of doing this go around for combat. Instead of doing the dynamic initiative, because I know that threw some people off last time. So I was thinking not doing that. But what would you guys be opposed to doing critical fumbles and critical hit effects?
Right, so we're not going to do the initiative?
No, we're not going to do dynamic initiative this time. I think it messed with people just a little too much.
I'm okay with both.
The other thing that I was going to do is I'm going to go ahead and have the system auto roll NPC's health. So just because it takes 10 points to kill something with a particular name doesn't mean that they're always going to have 10 hit points. Is that any issues with that, guys?
No.
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 Yeah,
Okay.
just understand when you're starting to do critical rolls and critical failures, so that it doesn't get overpowered, is because this character with the new ranger for this thing is like, my dog is going to crit on a 15 or higher. I'm planning on taking Elven critical, and I'm going to crit on a 17 or higher. Is that going to unbalance the campaign if we do that?
We can always just say, okay, we're not doing that anymore if it seems to be throwing it too much. But
Or I mean,
Because
or we
I'm
can
all
keep
for it.
like
Because
the way it goes is basically if somebody crits on an attack, it will automatically roll, and then there's a chance that it has a secondary effect in addition to the bonus damage. So, for example, let me pull up the tables here. So, for example, if you get a critical hit, it rolls a d6. On a 1 to 4, it's just a normal crit. On a 5 and 6, you get a bonus effect. And then that bonus effect chooses from a list of about 20 items. That's just like it can be a minor or major secondary effect. Like, one of them is you knock them prone, or their speed is halved, stuff like that. There's a few of them like that you actually do double your normal critical damage. There's a chance that you cut their head off or cut a limb off, stuff like that. So it varies, and we'll just go with it and see how it goes. If we decide that something is too broken, we can always change it too.
Sure. Okay, I'm good with that.
So, what's the fumbles? You can end up dropping your weapon, and attack penalties, hitting an ally. You hit yourself instead of your target, things like that. But alrighty, so with that taken care of, Hrolf calls over one of the healers to patch the guy up, and the character introduces or the raider is Runa of a tall folk of the Risa clan. They seem a bit confused, and will tell you that they were paid to attack him. What are you rolling for, Thorn?
I'm just trying to Rice Out clan. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Ah, okay.
Why do they seem confused? Can I kind of like? You said that they're confused. I mean, like
almost like they were expecting a different outcome.
Oh, okay. So they're just confused that they lost. They don't Okay.
Yeah, they were thinking that they had him, and there were supposed to be several people who were paid to take him out. Unfortunately, some of them were on the other ship that sank. But they also seem like, as you ask them questions and start asking like who hired you, things like that, they suddenly feel like they can't remember details. And they'll tell you, it's like, I know that I knew what it was, but I can't remember who they were now. Like, I met with a person, I saw their face, but now I can't describe them.
So they were under a spell.
Possibly, yes.
Which clan did you say?
Risa.
And these were normal humans?
No, this was a tall folk.
Okay, that's what I said. Okay. These are like Goliaths, basically.
Yeah, and the other one that was there was a halfling. It's kind of weird. The Goliaths and the halflings teamed up in this one.
That's right. That's like Ender and the Goliaths in Dragonlance.
Yep.
Why did they want him? He doesn't remember who hired him, but maybe he remembers why he was supposed to kill this person. Like, I know they told him to, but maybe they gave a reason, or they said something specific.
Yeah, it was, and he just kind of trails off, like he's shocked that, again, he thought he knew, but now he can't remember.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out if something else is doing something. I'm looking around to see if I can see someone.
Well, considering it's like the five of you and Rolf are kind of off to one area, you're not seeing anybody who could easily be influencing this.
Put a tinfoil hat on him.
Can I use my is there a way to look into his emotional state to see if I can see if it triggers him? Like, was he bad? Was he a threat? Is he just kind of naming things that even if he can't remember, looking for some sort of twitch or something maybe? Is there
roll me insight.
A way around this?
Yep, roll me insight.
I don't know why. Okay. I don't know why
I just listened to what I was doing, so I was looking at the same thing.
It's because of your watcher ability.
Oh, neat. Okay.
You always have advantage on insight checks. You're quite certain that he's being truthful with you, and he isn't responding to it. It's like something has erased the information from his mind. He knew what it was at one point, but now he couldn't tell you what it is at all. It's just completely gone.
So I'm gonna describe this to like the others around, kind of asking if anybody's heard of this sort of phenomenon before.
And your insight is well enough to know, Thistledown, that this isn't like something where he's taken an oath not to reveal it, so he's trying to hide it. It's not something like he's under a geese to not reveal it so that he can't speak. Even if he knew it, he can't speak it. He literally just does not remember the details. He just remembers that he was hired and told to kill Rolf. Or Rolf.
Yes, relay that. And is there anything
By
you can
whom?
ask
Is
us?
what I asked.
Well,
I don't remember.
He doesn't.
yeah, he can't.
He would
You
tell
see him
us if
like
he
trying to
could.
rack his mind, and he can't remember who it was.
It's as if something has stolen his memories.
Draw a picture.
He will sketch out a picture, but like it looks like a hooded figure, but the face is completely blank. It's just kind of a round or area, no facial features whatsoever. He can't even remember, like, was this guy's eyes close together, far apart? What kind of nose did he? He can't remember any of the details of this person.
So Thorn will just get up with a ghost, and then we're just gonna walk out the door.
Well, there really isn't a door on a longship, but yeah.
Okay.
I get
well, we're gonna go up there. We're gonna. I'm gonna throw a line. And I'm gonna try to catch a fish.
Yep. I get what you're aiming for there.
Yeah, it's just worthless. That's not worth my time.
Yep.
Is there a crow's nest in the longboat? Or no?
What was that?
No. There's no crow's nest on a longboat.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, this is
I early tried to stay. I'm going up the crow's nest to do my archery practice, and I realized, oh no, I'll just jump up on a bench and.
Yep.
I guess you can climb up, and usually there's one sail.
You Hrolf, after the person is kind of stuck to one side and has a chance to talk to you, he says that there are very few powers in this world that have the ability to do something like that. A Jotun may be one of them, as we really have no idea what their abilities are, but they've mostly been gone from this world. So I don't believe that would be it. Barring one of the stone gods doing something like this to interfere with that, the only thing I could think of may be the witches of Ironwood.
Do we need to pay them a visit?
Why would the witches want?
We have more important dealings for the Volve at the moment, but even if we were to take the full might of our clan, the witches would have dark sorceries that would likely drive us from their woods.
Did he answer why did they want you dead? Was that part of it, or was that the other one?
No,
Why they would want to
nobody knows.
think
He didn't know. That's the part that is confounding. Is he just remembers he was supposed to kill Hrolf, but he doesn't he knows that he was told, but basically he was paid to do this, and obviously there was a good reason for it, but now he can't remember any of it.
Yeah, but does Rolf know of anybody like that would have those powers? Like he listed very few, he said. So
Yeah, that's what
does
he
he
said.
know why?
The,
Okay.
the stone gods are one of them that would have powers like that. The Jotun, but they've been exterminated for years and generations now, so they shouldn't have done that. So the only thing he could think of is, the mysterious witches of the Ironwood, as nobody truly knows what their abilities are.
But he has no inkling as to why they would want to kill him because they went after him. He
Yep,
has no idea why.
he doesn't know.
He's never interacted with them or hmm.
He says he tries to steer clear of witches in general.
Then it would seem these witches have an aversion to our current quest if they're trying to kill you to keep us from continuing.
Why did you come? You came on behest of the Volve. They many times see things that others do not, and saw a reason that you should be included in this quest.
What quest?
To seek this tower that has plagued the Volve's dreams.
Ah, I remember now.
So he kind of goes back to what he was doing, although you notice he now just constantly keeps an eye on the area around him. Sleeps kind of, or sits with his back towards the sea or something like that, so nobody can sneak up on him again. And within about a day, you guys arrive at the island that the tower is located on.
Is this like a tall enough tower that we can see it from just running to the island?
Yeah. So as you reach the beach, Rolf's excitement becomes infectious, and you see a tower that, up until recently, appears to have been submerged by the sharp black lava rock that coats the beach. About 60 feet of the building rises above it, and it is no structure you have ever seen, built of dark stone fitted close together, with barely a seam between them. You think you see signs of a window on the upper level. Hard to tell for sure what it might be, but there is a balcony about 30 feet above you that is full of rubble, and a gash in the southern wall, rock and debris flowing into the tower. Otherwise, the lava field extends well to the south and east, and you can see hills in the distance in that direction. The wind carries the bite of cold and the promise of snow, though the ground itself is warm enough that it would melt shortly after fall.
Oh, you use druidcraft to predict the weather. Is it going to snow in the next short while?
Yes, it is going to snow, but it is not, like I said, not likely to stick or cause any problems.
I say, it's going to snow shortly. Won't stick. Hard to see.
This will make sure that the longboat's like secure, that we're not gonna lose it.
Okay.
Jump off and wade ashore.
Yep. So you get to the shore and get up a little bit onto the area, and basically this is what you're seeing.
Then put my boots back on.
Are these rocks?
Yes.
How tall are they?
I mean, some of them are just barely jutting out of the sand. The one over here, this area is about 20 foot tall, I'm going to say.
Okay. I'll climb up. I'll go walk over to the big rock and climb up it.
Okay. Give me a athletics check, please.
I have a climb speed.
You do. Okay. You climb straight up.
All right. And then I'm gonna look out and see if I see anything. Anything in the distance.
You still really do not see much other than the tower.
Is it dark?
It is not. No, it's mid-morning. What you're seeing across there is like the sun is over this way on the west side, so you're seeing the shadow of the tower across there.
I don't remember how to move the dang map.
Middle mouse button.
Middle mouse button. Okay.
Click the scroll wheel.
Gotcha. Figured it out. Thank you. Where is the tower at on this map? I'm assuming we can see it jutting out of the. Okay, so
The big roundish thing that is blocking your view of most of the map.
Does it look like there's an entrance into the tower?
As you guys were approaching, you did see that there is a area. There is an area to the south, way over here. I don't know if any of you can see where I'm pinging.
Yeah, I can see it.
That there is a spot where it looks like the side of the tower has caved in. So you may be able to enter from that side.
Alright, I'm gonna hop down from the rock since I don't see anything out of the ordinary within my view.
Okay.
And I guess I'll wait for everybody else to get back, but I'm gonna try to sneak towards the entrance, see if I can spot anything on the way.
All
try
right.
to stay quiet.
Sounds good. What's the rest of you guys doing?
Alright. Okay. Let's see, where's Thorn? This was
What's he
gonna,
doing?
I guess, this was gonna go over because he noticed that Thorn was speaking these like hand signals and sort of stuff, and he's gonna kind of hold his hands up, like and be curious, like wanting him to show, like he wants to learn, like just indicating that he wants him to, like I'm gonna learn that later. then I guess what would I do here? I guess this will try to get like the general current vibe of the tower, like ominous or sinister, whatever.
Um,
Vibe check. Yeah.
vibe check. All right. Vibe check is going to be insight.
We can try insight. We like insight.
Vibe check is otherworldly.
Curious.
I'm gonna continue to sneak down
Okay.
towards the entrance.
All right.
I'm going to continue to overwatch him, moving up with him.
Okay.
Bro, follow along.
This will just
Alright.
kind of just stroll in.
Oh,
But you're hugging the wall. Not to give stuff away.
Is this like a ridge right here?
Where at?
No, it's the shadow of the tower, I'm assuming.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That whole thing right there along the side is tower.
Alright. He's gonna walk.
we got some blind spots from the elevation.
Right there. Kind of peek his head around,
Okay.
see if he can see anything out of the ordinary, anything waiting around the corner for him.
All right. As you guys finish up your scouting, Rolf approaches with a few other raiders. And we'll take a look around. You notice that inside the room is about 5 feet below the outside ground surface, and several orbs emit a faint flickering light throughout the area. There are numerous fragments of others, as if somebody attempted to remove them and destroyed them in the process. There's also a fair bit of small and medium-sized black rock covering the floor, as if blown in from outside. Hrolf strokes his beard for a few seconds and mutters, "It's the truth of the gods. Mysteries surround us everywhere."
Thorn hits her chest one time, then takes like his hand like and brings the fingers quickly down to the thumb, like shut it, like quiet. And gives him a dirty look.
So what do you guys want to do? You want to go into the tower now, or do you want to wait for next week?
What was that?
Well, you guys are all standing there staring at the entrance. I was wondering if that was a signal that you guys were planning on waiting for next week for the tower, or if you were headed in.
I'll head into the tower.
Okay.
Does this look like it goes up or down?
So the area in front of you, there is a portion of it that heads downward. That is choked with rubble and debris. You can take some time to clear that out if you want to. There's also another small stairway that leads upwards.
I think we should go up and see what the tower as off of.
Well, why are we here?
Investigate. The Volve have been seeing visions of this place and have requested that we check it out.
Okay. We would have asked that before we actually got off on the tower. What
Yeah.
our mission is. So
We need to find what it is about this tower that haunts them.
Yep.
So there's a cluttered way down that we could clear? Is that what
Yep.
you said? And then there's a staircase up?
Yep. There's also some other passageways that loop around the area.
I'm assuming this is the rubble right here.
That's some of it, but what I'm talking about is there is a passageway down over here that is blocked.
See, this
Oh.
is curiosity.
This is the way up?
Yeah, that's the up.
Okay.
This was curiosity, is just wondering though. I mean, like towers go up, so what could be down below?
Well, you guys
Sure.
also realize that like this tower has been partially buried, so you're kind of coming in the mid floors of what it would have
Oh.
possibly been originally.
Just say we investigate the top. And if we don't find anything, then we investigate the lower floors, since we'll have to do some clearing.
I gave a thumbs
Yeah.
up.
All right. I guess start walking towards the stairs.
Okay. So who all's headed up the stairs?
This will follow.
Well, I'm going to continue to stay about 30, 25, 20 feet behind him.
Oh, hold on, Mythos. Stairs end right there, and then go to a new map. So, are all of you guys heading up the stairs together, or are you waiting to see what Bathos has happen?
I'm staying, like I said, 20 feet. If it gets a little bit tighter, I'll move up to about 10, 15 feet, but let him go. And
Okay.
then moving
Yeah, I'm
south
just
behind him,
safety
overview
first.
and overwatch.
I
Okay.
have my daggers drawn.
Bathos, as you get to the top, you hear a click. And a slight giggle. And I need you to make an acrobatics check. All right, you are able to leap up onto the landing as the whole of the stairway clicks and tilts, turning it into a ramp.
Trickery. This is. Is there a way to turn the stair? Do I see the mechanism that turned stairs into it? To try to turn them back into stairs?
Just a second, I gotta figure out where you're hung out at. Okay. So, Athos, there is where you're at.
You sent me another. Okay.
Yeah, you should have a separate map now.
Okay.
The area you see up here looks to be some kind of library. Thousands of books rest on elegantly carved bookshelves, but they appear to be carved out of stone. As you get closer, you realize that they are not actual books, even though they appear to be and have titles written in old runic languages. They are simply large stones.
I'm gonna investigate around the stairs to see if I can find the mechanism that I triggered.
Okay. There does not appear to be anything particular that you could use to reset.
Okay. But stay stealthy and make my way around the corner. Yep.
Okay. What's the rest of you guys doing? Looks like with some difficulty you could try climbing these stairs.
Is this a door?
Yeah, yeah. This will try to follow him up.
Okay. Give me an athletics check, please.
Oh, so close.
All right. So you are not able to get up the stairs.
I'm gonna investigate this door that I can see. I guess.
Okay.
What do you need? A perception, investigation?
Either or.
Okay. It doesn't really matter. They're both the same.
All right. Does not appear to be trapped.
Okay. Did I hear where the laughter came from? Or did it just sound around it?
You really couldn't tell where it was coming from.
Okay. In that case, I'll try to see if the door is locked, and if
It does not appear to be locked.
I'll open the door and check inside then.
Okay.
See what's in the cell.
I'm trying to figure out where they stuffed this.
If someone has a climb speed, they can go up the ramp and hold onto a rope, and then the rest of us can come up the ramp.
That is true.
Oh, yeah. I keep thinking I don't have climb speed, but I do. I can toss a rope down to help him climb
And
up.
you're not the only one.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's true. Yeah, I'll once I open this door, since I don't see anything immediate threat to me, I'll go toss a rope down
Okay.
the stairs, and then kind of make my way around the corner to brace, and that way it's a little bit easier to help people climb up. Kind of like, using the wall to help me not slide down the stairs as they climb up.
Sorry, I'm looking for a piece of information that they really did not make a good notation of where it is at. There it is. Okay. Why is it near back there? All right. So, you begin assisting everyone up the stairs with the climb speed. Meanwhile, Bathos, you stick your head into that area, and it appears you have found some kind of bedroom. A large bed with dusty black bedding dominates the room, and a box sits on the bed with a small window looking out over the sea beyond. Doors are on the south and east walls.
I'm gonna wait until everybody gets up before I do anything else.
Okay. So, let me move you guys over to the other map since you've got assistants getting up there. Okay, so everybody should be on the second floor now.
Okay. I'm gonna investigate the bedroom.
Now you get where the
And
map is.
you said it's a chest.
It'll take a minute.
Oh, yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Yes, there is a chest on the bed. As you open it, you see what appears to be a handsome man's face made out of cast iron, but the way it appears in the carving is as if the lips have been sewn shut.
That's creepy.
All right, which way did you go?
I went through the door.
North, west?
North.
North.
North, through the door.
Well, everything's got the lighting. Everything's black unless I actually go through the door. But I guess it closes on its own.
Mm-hmm.
Could be open. Unless it doesn't update on everybody's screen.
No, it does. It looks like the lighting just got wonked around the door frame.
Okay. I'm gonna basically show everybody the figurine and go, does this look normal to you? Why would this be in a chest? Does not make sense.
So that's what it looks like. Ignore the name up there.
It looks spooky to me.
Yup.
Spooky.
I move to the left. I have no idea unless I understand it from something special about it from history or one with history.
All right. Other than that, you can look around in here. Under the bed, you find a crate of powdered silver and iron, gold dust, jade dust, and a set of elegant plates, as well as a small diamond and some silver and copper.
Treasure already. Where were the you said that were they just you said they were not actual books, they were just stones that they had like runic titles carved into them?
Yeah,
Are
so
they
that's
stuck in the
clear
wall,
over.
or they
No,
do
that's
you
clear over on the other side of the balcony area where you came up, and there was a balcony that went around.
Okay. I wasn't okay, I was just double checking on that.
Yeah.
Shall we investigate this other door? Or do you wish to explore the balcony?
This'll go with you guys.
Alright.
He just wanted to see if those were
I just
like
wrote.
actual.
He's gonna go and investigate this door for any traps.
All right. Does not appear to have any traps on it.
Okay. He will open the door.
Okay. So in this next area, you see what appears to be a cozy study covered in dust, containing a plump armchair and a well-made desk strewn with papers. The few bookshelves in the room are empty, and there is a door on the west wall and 2 doors on the south wall, as well as a window with a balcony. 3 of the magical orbs glow almost too bright, bathing the room in light.
come over here. So there's a door to the south. 2 doors to the south, 1 to the east. Got it. And a window that leads out to the balcony?
It is filled with rubble, so you really can't do much out there.
Okay. He's gonna look around, look at the notes, see if he can read any of them.
Okay. The notes look runic in nature, but far older than you can make any sense of.
I will collect the notes. Maybe the seers might know how to read this.
Okay.
As he does that, actually, is that something that can I ritual cast comprehend languages and see if I can
Sure.
understand?
I think comprehend languages is you understand spoken words, right?
That
Or
you
you touch
hear
something.
or see signed. So I don't know if this counts as sign. That's why the runes in it's stoned. Does the carving count as them like
Hold on.
writing it down?
Yeah, I believe a comprehend
Yeah,
language.
that's
you
another
actually
one that
touch it,
that's another one that
you
got
touch-
changed, but it does say you understand any written language you see, but must be touching the surface on which the words are written.
Okay. Then I will.
It does not
hand him-
decode symbols or secret messages.
Okay. I'll hand him the notes to
Okay.
read then.
So you suddenly realize that these notes are signed by Murgal.
The Myrtle. No.
Well, Murgal, the name that is signed on there is Murgal. And considering that this language is something that no one has recognized or seen in living memory in the world, you could assume that it might be the Murgal.
Can I tell what?
Many of these are ancient magical formulae or schemes that he appears to have come up with here in this little study.
All right. I'll start investigating the doors.
Okay.
Make sure they're not.
Give me a perception check of the room as you do that.
Okay.
All right. You notice that under this side table here, there appears to be a small trap door.
I'll point out the trap door while I start investigating these other doors.
Okay.
Thistle's going to point out that the way these are stored and written, this looks like his study. That may be his bedroom. This may be Murgle's tower.
He's gonna basically investigate a door.
Yeah, if you say that out loud, Rolf will kind of like he's quite startled and will make a sign of warding off evil.
He's gonna open this door.
All right. Nothing on that door. It appears to be a staircase heading down through the center of the tower.
Okay. And then he's gonna go over to the next door and investigate it. Meet my troubles. And then he's basically going to investigate the door, open the door while everybody else is looking around the room for other stuff.
All right. That leads back into the library.
So it just wraps all the way around. Got it.
Yep. And the balcony is over here.
gonna investigate that. Oh, they just get worse. All right, he'll open up the balcony doors.
All right. So as you open the doors and step through, you see snow-dusted black rock stretching as far as you can see south, and mist shrouding the body of water to the north. Your face is pelted with shards of ice and sand from the stiff wind that blows, and you can see your ships, sentries watching for your return. But in the distance behind them, you suddenly notice two more longships racing toward shore, sails painted black with the head of a white beast upon them.
I will go. There are two ships approaching with black sails and white beasts.
Hrolf looks confused as he cannot quite place who would be doing this.
Should we continue to investigate the tower, or should we head back and see what is going on?
Well, while you've been doing that, is anybody working on that trapdoor?
I'm standing over by it. I haven't been trying to do anything with it.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking if anybody's working on it.
Observing that nothing else comes up through it, but I don't have any skills to.
Well,
other than
I'm talking about the one underneath this little table right here. It doesn't look big enough for someone to come up through. It looks more like it's a storage area.
I'll look for traps.
Okay. All right, no traps.
All right. Does it appear to be locked? As I try.
There is no lock on it, but it does not open.
Oh, well, that's annoying.
Can I see anything around the desk area, like where I'm at, since it's right there?
I'm going to say because you have comprehend languages going, you notice a piece of paper that says something about where he locked something away and that you need to dim the orbs to unlock it. So you're easily able to get it sorted out.
Okay, I'll relay that in. I'll hand the paper, and as I hand it, be like, it says to dim the orbs. That'll do it.
So you guys do that. The door is now accessible, and you find a green leather-bound book sitting in a small niche. Each page has been torn or chewed out, and halfway through you find a small white raven's feather.
That looks like. Do I feel like I'm drawn to that? Like
it does not feel like a mythical raven feather like you would be drawn to as a sign. It's simply a note that there was a white raven here at one point.
You said all the pages are torn out?
Yep. Based on what's left, you can guess that this was some kind of spell book.
Okay. I will hold on to that book.
Okay.
Maybe now that we have explored this room.
Well, that was going on while you were checking everything else out, kind of thing. So you guys want to head back to the beach?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You arrive at the beach basically just in time to see both longships are engulfed in flames, and one of the raider vessels has landed and slaughtered the sentries and is currently pulling away from the shore.
Okay, so
Are they within range of us?
You could make a couple shots at them, yes.
there's two vessels that were coming,
Mm-hmm.
and it's our vessel is set aflame.
Your vessels were set aflame, and they slaughtered the few sentries that Hrolf left behind.
And there's one getting away, and that means there's one ship still.
Well, you
at the
can see
shore.
the other one is a ways away. Like, it did not land.
Okay.
It stayed out to sea to cover,
And the other
from that side. The other one landed to deal with the sentries and is now leaving.
Can you see how
Thorn,
many people
you
are on it?
suddenly recognize that these ships bear the symbol of the War Clan.
Okay. I don't say much anyway, so.
Yep. So, I think we're going to go ahead and call it there for tonight. I need to do a little bit more reading. I only got so far in trying to catch up with all this. But you guys are off on your adventure.
Attacked by his own clan.
Pretty much.
Well, they're all raiders. They all raid each other, so it all depends on what.
Well,
I'll try to figure it out, but
yes, but
oh, that was my clan that just raided.
The big thing is you guys were under the flag of the Volve, which means
We were supposed to
the
be unraidable.
Yeah, the other raiders were not supposed to attack you.
Yeah, but my clan is also one of the few clans that's not really follow the Volve, because Hell is not one of the Volve.
Well,
She has her own.
So the Volve are like the seers and the oral storytellers. The stone gods is a completely different thing.
The way I interpret, we're like a humanitarian mission. That's what the flag means. We're for the good of everybody, so everybody should collectively leave us be, right? It's not for one clan; it's for everybody.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
So
yeah, so my clan on one side is basically Hell and the underworld. However, I'm guided by the ravens, which come from what's the other deity?
Odin.
Well,
basically
no.
Odin, but it's a female in this world.
Alden.
Yeah.
Or Alden.
Yes. So on my deity, I have Alden for goddess of wisdom, but she's stone now.
Yep.
But Hell is not. Hell is in the underworld. Hell's the one that tricked them all into eating the other apples.
Yep. So, alrighty, guys. Well, you guys have a good night. I hope that was a good intro to that and whet your appetites nicely.
When is the next one?
So it will be the first, because we've got the other game that alternates the other Saturdays for my dang it, brain is spacing. We're finishing up Waterdeep Dragon Heist right now, and then we're gonna get into Vecna eventually.
Yeah. See, and it's funny. I think I'm actually good on the first. I think I'll have to double check. I'm coming to the end